Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. In our last video, we completed the Legion ending of the game, and it was very Legion-y. But in today's video, I did load into an earlier save where I had been progressing the NCR quests for the end of the game because I want to work on the NCR ending of the game. So this save left off having completed the quest for the ambassador to make friends with the boomers. I also completed the quest King's Gambit, and I have just picked up the quest for the Republic Part 2, where I need to go to Hoover Dam for further assignments. And I wanted to load in here because I think, like I mentioned in the last video, I want to try to make alterations to my questing with the Great Khans, and also alterations to Arcade Gannon's quest when that also pops up. That's my plan anyway. So there might be some repeating, but in theory, it will all be worth it. So let's fast travel down to Hoover Dam, where I'm idolized. We started today looking at the president who's still alive as of right now. Here. And then I'm pretty sure I remember where this colonel is located. I come through this door, I'm always so amazed. I mean, in the last video, there were like 4 of these. I mean, it makes sense, but there's 4 of them. I mean, the Hoover Dam is huge. Again, I've never been in real life to the Hoover Dam. I've been to Vegas many times, but we never once went to Hoover Dam. Something I should probably look at in the future. Oh, wait, hello, Cassandra Moore.
Good, you made it. I've been receiving reports about the savior of the NCR for a while now and wanted to meet you myself. You've proven yourself especially capable, and right now I can use all the capable people I can get. Crocker gets handed the fluff missions that no one else wants to do. When people need something really important done, they come to me. Usually I dispatch 1 or more rangers to see these things through, but I'm a little short-handed at the moment. Think you're up for a real mission?
Yes, ma'am. I'm up for all the missions.
Since the majority of my men are on assignment dealing with the Legion, I need someone to handle other matters that have arisen. Make no mistake, there's a battle coming, and I intend to make sure there are no loose ends when the time comes. One such loose end is a gang known as the Great Khans. Have you heard of them?
You could say we've had dealings. I might have heard of them. Remind me. I have a score to... No, first one.
Then I don't need to tell you that they can be a pain in the ass. The NCR has a rather sordid history with them, and I'm concerned that we'll find them aiding our enemies when the Legion attack comes. That is, unless we get to them first. I want you to visit them in their canyons to the far west and make sure they're in no shape to join the Legion. They're just another gang of raiders as far as I'm concerned, so deal with them appropriately. Any questions?
Will I have any NCR in this? What if I can convince them not to join the Legion?
Don't fool yourself. I've dealt with enough of these gangs to know that they can't be trusted. Was there anything else?
Will I have any NCR support in this?
I can't lend you any troops, but I've already sent word to Quartermaster Barden that you're to be given full access to our hardware. You'll have to pay for what you take, however. We can't afford to give away equipment. Did you have any other questions?
What if I find they're committed to joining Caesar?
Then you'll need to make sure none of them are left to do so. Any other questions?
No, I guess not.
Good. I look forward to hearing of your progress. Dismissed.
But I did want to follow up with her...
Yes. Did you have an update?
Again, because I have more questions.
Very well.
Is there anything that I didn't ask last time? I don't think so.
Good. I've got more.
Okay, so my update is to go to the Khans, right? Visit the Great Khans in Red Rock Canyon and either enlist their aid or destroy them. I feel like last time it was just destroy them. And instead, I convinced them to run away, basically. But they survived. Maybe this time I can get them to join the NCR, which I think is highly improbable, but I don't know. We'll see. So I think...
Evening.
I had to talk to Papa Khan.
Ah, you're back. What else do you need?
And ask him to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion.
Have you now? Well, you're a bold one, I'll give you that. But why should I do this for you?
Because I'm nice. Caesar is only using you. He doesn't actually care about the Great Khans. Do you really think Caesar is going to restore your tribe to glory? You'll all be made slaves. Because the NCR is the best hope for long-term stability in the region, not Caesar. We can try it.
Don't you dare mention the NCR under this roof. They are butchers without honor, killers of women and children. I won't hear any more talk against Caesar or his alliance. The Great Khans will answer Caesar's call to war, and the NCR will pay for their crimes. Farewell.
And then last time I left, and
You should have been with us in our glory days.
Regis
You'd have loved it.
came running up to me. So let's see if that happens.
I heard you try to convince Papa Khan not to join with Caesar's Legion. I'd like to talk to you about that for a moment.
Arcade's just always in the way. What is it you had in mind? Why should I listen to you? First one.
You want to convince Papa not to ally with Caesar, right?
Yeah.
Trust me, you'll get nowhere just talking to him about it. He's fixated on restoring the glory of the Great Khans, and he sees Caesar as the path to that restoration.
So what do I do then?
Papa can be a stubborn man, but he's not a tyrant. He listens to his tribe, and to 4 voices in particular: me, Jack, Diane, and Melissa. If you can convince all of us that allying with Caesar is a bad idea, you might be able to sway him.
Aren't you already convinced if we're having this conversation?
I have my doubts about Caesar, yes, but I won't publicly go against Papa Khan based on nothing more than doubts. I've heard rumors that tribes who aligned with Caesar in the past were torn apart and reduced to slaves. Prove it, and I'll back you.
What would convince Jack and Diane to support me?
You'd have to talk to them, but those two have been thick as thieves since they were kids. Convince one, and the other will come around.
What about Melissa?
Melissa. She's a bit of a dreamer.
Yeah.
Last time she was in camp, Carl filled her head with stories of serving the Legion as a speculatore. Personally, I've never seen a woman in Legionnaire's armor, so I have my doubts.
It is interesting how if you had just stuck with the main quest, like picked a side, a lot of the places that I went to for side quests or stumbled upon side quests on my own, the game would have forced you to them naturally. Like if you hadn't ever come out to Red Rock, then this would be the time that you would have done so for the first time. And then you would have done all the great conquests and gone from there. But I don't feel like it does that for all the side quests in the game. At least I don't think so. Which does mean that you spend more time wandering around, as I'm apt to do. Anyway, okay, I'll see what I can do to convince everyone.
Good. Oh, one more thing. Caesar's representative, Carl, has become fast friends with Papa. Carl's the one who has him so fixated on this alliance. You'll probably have an easier time of things if you can find a way to get him out of the picture.
And how would I do that? I'm not afraid of Carl, and I don't feel like wasting my time on him. No, first one.
Carl talks prettily about the honor and nobility of the Great Khans, but I suspect his actual opinion is less flattering.
Oh, it is.
Maybe you could find something he wrote that expresses that opinion, or trick him into losing his cool in the longhouse right in front of Papa.
I will keep that in mind.
I would too, if I were you.
Okay, so I have picked up the quest. Oh my papa. So we're gonna go up to the Red Rock Drug Lab first, but last time I think I talked to Diane, so let's
Carl's
talk.
been in a shitty mood since that big explosion at the fort.
Yeah. Let's talk to Jack first
Thanks again for saving my ass.
and see what he has to say that's different.
How's my most favoritist friend?
I'm here to ask you to publicly oppose Papa Khan's alliance with Caesar.
Huh? Look, kitty cat, me and Diane, we don't dig on that politics stuff, savvy? We just make the product and make it get to a good home. Sure, Caesar's a drag, but as long as we got each other, we don't care who the top dogs roll with.
But you won't have each other. The Legion will kill you and sell Diane into slavery as a prostitute, because they're not big on chems.
Dude, what a total haul. No way that's Kopashishi. Yeah, okay. Me and Diane got your back. No sweat.
Okay.
Take it easy, kitty cat.
I feel like that was definitely different.
Damn it, someone offed Motor Runner.
So about that alliance with Caesar's Legion?
Don't worry, Jack and I have talked it over. We'll talk up the idea of breaking the alliance.
Okay, great.
Later.
So then we can go and talk to Melissa. Imagine the Legion ending where she sides with the Legion and then she gets enslaved and sold off as a wife of some officer. She would have been... Man, that woman would have killed you in your sleep.
How's it going?
Regis says I should talk to you about speaking against the Great Khan's alliance with Caesar.
You can ask, but why would I do that? Carl told me all about the life in the Legion. He says I've got all the makings of a spicular Tory.
Did he also tell you women aren't permitted to serve in the Legion?
What? No, What do you mean aren't allowed to serve? Why would he lie about that?
Because he's a liar who lies. If the Great Khans join the Legion, you'll be sold as a slave, an officer's wife, if you're lucky.
That lying little weasel. I almost fell for it too. All right, you've got a deal. You can tell Papa I won't support an alliance.
Bye.
Bye.
Although it does seem kind of unrealistic that a female courier could side with the Legion. You know? I
By order of
I feel like
Caesar,
that wouldn't be something that would
Your
realistically happen. But
Oh,
you know
wait.
what? It's a
Who's
video
the
game.
Caesar?
All right, keep up, you two. I gotta go steal a ledger. Oh, I should try listening to the radio a bunch.
Also, Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This according to an old man armed to the teeth with dynamite. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. Novac.
Yeah, Oh, you guys gotta stay here. Stay
Okay.
put, please. You stay put, please.
True.
And let's go steal a ledger. I mean, it's technically not stealing. There's the ledger to convince Regis. It's so much easier and faster the second/third time around. I'm gonna have to save the president again, aren't I?
Lead the way.
Can I fast travel out of here? Is that possible? Because that would be great. I can. I should get all my stuff back. Right? I did. Okay, perfect. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna wait till daytime. Like I do. Oh. We're not all here yet? Well, Regis is here.
You honor the Great Khans with your presence. What can I do to help you?
Have a look at this book. It will show you what happens to tribes that ally with Caesar's Legion.
Let me see. My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the alliance is a bad idea.
I'd like to talk more about the Great Khan's alliance with Caesar.
What do you want to know?
Okay,
Suit you.
that's it.
Until next time.
I guess we wait till Papa decides to show up.
The runners are saying that the NCR is sending in their elite shock troops to try and push back the Legion.
There we go. Let's save and try this again.
All 4 of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance. Maybe I should hear you out after all.
Yeah. I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance. Oh no, you should look at this. It's Carl's journal, and it's very revealing of his true opinions.
Let me see that. Filthy savages. Probably have to decimate the lot of them? Are these the words of our friend, Caesar?
Yeah.
Great Khans, drive Caesar's dog out of our camp. If he's too slow to flee, kill him.
Hey!
Nice robot.
Hey!
Teach you to mess with me. Typical. Even within their highest ranks, the NCR is corrupt.
Soon Caesar will send his best troops from the Arizona campaign. The NCR won't know what hit them.
Why are you hanging out squatted on the ground? Okay, everybody. Get back to your positions,
I
please.
heard from one of Melissa's runners that check-coated bastard got thrown out on his ass. You should have been with us in our glory days. You'd have loved it.
I don't know about that.
Ah, you're back. What else do you need?
Well, I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion.
I've heard some things from my most trusted Khans that makes me wonder whether this alliance is a good idea after all. But I want to leave a legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. Tell me then, if I don't join with Caesar's Legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory?
What great legacy do the Great Khans have? Your tribe is nothing but ghosts and martyrs. Any idea where I might look to find such inspiration from the past? Claim your own glory? I went with the first one last time. Let me try the second one.
I should have you torn apart for speaking like that. But maybe you're right. The glory of the past is an empty dream. If the Khans are to be immortal, we must make our own destiny. We won't fight for Caesar, but when he strikes, we will ride out one last time.
Hey, as long as you aren't fighting Caesar or for Caesar, I don't care what you do. All right, don't get touchy. Just stick around for a while and I might change your mind.
We'll remain until the camp is packed up. If you have some plan, see to it quickly.
Talk to Regis about the NCR?
Hey, you're becoming quite the political agitator. I can't say I'm displeased. That's a complicated... but I suppose if asked I would, but that's a moot point because Papa's in charge now, and he's not going anywhere. Until next time.
Okay, so talk to Colonel Moore about a Great Khans NCR alliance. Well, the Khans haven't been destroyed, but I did progress. I'm trying to get the Khans to ally with NCR. I feel like that's a long shot, but maybe if I do it just right, it might all work out. And then she's down over here. Hi! And then... Oh, no, don't go anywhere.
Yes. Did you have an update on the Khans?
Sort of. The Great Khan's second in command seems amenable to allying with the NCR. Let's try it.
An alliance? That's an interesting proposition. Any plan where I can throw packs of raiders at the enemy instead of my own soldiers is a good one.
Oh. The current leader of the tribe is dead set against it? Yeah, maybe a diplomatic solution would work.
We don't have time for diplomacy. This battle is coming any time now. If the leader won't be budged, he'll have to be replaced. I want you to go back to Red Rock Canyon and assassinate this Papa Khan.
Whoa.
You'll have to be stealthy. If they see you do it, they'll kill you.
Okay, I'll do it. What's the plan?
Here, take this lockpicking gear. Your best bet is to wait until late at night, find a back door, or catch him by surprise when he's alone. Good luck, soldier. Dismissed.
Assassinate Papa Khan without being detected.
First recons at Camp 4
Okay.
Now we got a chance.
I don't need a lockpick reader magazine though, ma'am. I'm an expert lockpicker / hacker. Though I haven't picked anyone's pocket, so probably not an expert at that. Okay, back to Red Rock Canyon we go. Suppose we should wait until the wee hours of the morning. Can the rest of you go away?
Typical. Even within their highest ranks, the NCR is corrupt.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Go. It is like 4 in the morning. Don't you all have homes to go to? 5 in the morning. No, I don't want... Yeah, no, I want my quick save.
Mr. House isn't a man to be trusted. Watch yourself.
I think it's time to get out the stealth boy. What's the key for? Oh, I can exit that way. I just want the ammo. Oh yeah, you probably could have come in through this door here. Look, he's got his own private toilet. Okay, I have an update to my quest. Talk to Regis about the Khan's allegiance. Well, let's wait until daytime. Oh no, what happened? Did Papa Khan die of lead poisoning?
Haven't seen a follower around here in years.
So, the big bad Chief Ranger couldn't take the pressure, huh? Good.
The runners are saying that the NCR is sending in their elite shock troops to try and push back the Legion.
No one else says anything? Oh, Regis, you're here all alone now. I've gotten rid of everybody else for you.
Something else you wanted?
Now that you're in command, will you lead the Khans against Caesar and fight for the NCR?
Without Papa Khan's guidance, I don't know what else to do. All right, you can tell the NCR the Great Khans will fight for them when Caesar attacks.
Okay, bye.
Until next time.
Yeah, I feel like this is a very bad idea for the Great Khans. Because per Colonel Cassandra Moore, it seems like she's going to treat you like cannon fodder. But, well, alternate choices, alternate ending. This would be what you would do if you were siding with the NCR, I would think. Well, check in with her again through all of the 8,000 doors I have to go through. Oh, nope, she's not in here. Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Did you have an update on the cons?
I do. I've spoken to the Great Khans. Their new leader has agreed to fight for the NCR.
Excellent. You've done very well indeed. These tribals will make useful machete fodder. And if it should turn out we need their land later, well, it's not like we don't have the force to drive them out again. In the meantime, however, I have something else I want you to look into.
Okay.
We've had some disturbing reports recently concerning the Omertas, one of the 3 families that run the Strip. Our intelligence has discovered that high-ranking members of the Omertas have been having clandestine meetings for the past several months. We haven't been able to determine whom they've been meeting with, but if it's Caesar's men, we'll need to act. I need you to uncover what they're up to and stop it if it threatens the NCR. Any questions?
The Omertas were up to something big, but I already stopped them.
Excellent. You'd think living in the lap of luxury and power would be enough for some people, but no. But we have other problems. While investigating the Omertas, what little I could on my end, I came across something much more sinister.
Oh?
Evidence suggests that Mr. House is planning to make some kind of move when the battle breaks out, and I'm guessing he won't be coming to our rescue. While we don't know what his exact plans are, my orders are to take no risks. I'm sending you to take Mr. House out of the equation. Any questions?
What evidence do you have that Mr. House will make a move?
We've had reported sightings of Mr. House's Securitron spying on both NCR and Legion forces. Also, given a recent analysis of the sightings, we now estimate that Mr. House has at least 4 times as many Securitrons as previously assumed. He wouldn't show his hand like that if he weren't prepared to move. And neither the NCR or Legion can spare the troops to investigate. Which is why I'm sending you. Any other questions?
What could Mr. House possibly be up to?
To name a few things off the top of my head, expand his borders, get the NCR and Legion to wipe each other out, and seize Hoover Dam. Any other questions?
Oh yeah, won't getting rid of Mr. House have huge repercussions for New Vegas?
Perhaps, but that's not my problem. Vegas is a nice place for the men to go on vacation, but it'd be an acceptable loss next to the dam.
Again, there's a bunch of people in New Vegas. Some of them are NCR citizens, but then again, she's the same person who is treating the Great Khans as machete fodder. No ma'am, no more questions.
Good, then you have your orders. See that Mr. House does not present a problem.
Okay.
Dismissed.
That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
Beware the wrath of Caesar. Quest has failed. I mean, it's probably completed, but... Oh, Caesar's higher. Quest has failed. Anything else? I think that's it. Caesar's favor. Quest has also failed. Oh no. Oh no. Beware the wrath of Caesar. I always get them in the wonkiest of orders. Alright, well let's head back to the Lucky 38. I think I need to drop off some of my items in my inventory as well. Thankfully, it will take me right there. So, it's just those. I don't know that I necessarily need to, but I don't want to drag all those weapons around with me when I'm not going to use them. That's just silly. Hi, Jane. Bye, Jane.
Have a nice day.
You too. All right, let's quick save and sneak. Even though I'm totally detected, I'll get out my gun so I'm ready. Open antechamber. Yes.
Engaging target.
Oh, why it took so much ammo this time to kill you guys? I feel like the last time I did this, it was much easier. There's 2 in here. Ah! My limbs! There we go. Armor piercing, much better. Okay. Again, I'm not sure if I need to do security override, but we're doing it anyway. And then we're gonna open the door to the control room. And then down here we go. Do I have any new quests? No, because I always, after I kill Mr. House, a quest always fails. So I just wanted to see if I actually got it when I came down here. But we're not gonna kill Mr. House this time. No. We're gonna just keep him imprisoned in life support forever, maybe? I feel like that's a poor choice, but let's see if it affects the ending in any way. Hi.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
It's just business. I don't like you. The NCR asked me to get rid of you. Yeah.
Those snakes. For them, you sad, misguided whore.
Rude. Time for you to die, Mr. House. You won't be able to control anything, but I'll let you live. Let's go with that one.
No! Don't disable Cerebral! I'd rather be killed! Just kill me!
Do I put him back? Sterilize life support. Oh, disable cerebral interface. Warning, LS chamber occupant will be unable to control subsystems. Yes. Well, I can't talk to him anymore. Are we not going to put him back in there? Okay. Well, goodbye, Mr. House. I guess you're just going to hang out there for the rest of existence. I feel like that was probably worse than killing him. Although I didn't lose karma. So it must be fine, right? Oh, explosions. So violent.
Engaging target.
Okay, so we need to go to Presidential Suite. And then we'll take Edie. And then Arcade.
Lead the way.
Down to the Strip. And then back to Colonel Moore.
We signed a treaty with the Great Khans. Guess you can never have too many low-life chem dealers on your side.
Yeah. Speaking of, radio. Nope, nothing. Darn. All right, Colonel. I took care of Mr. House.
Report. Is Mr. House still a threat?
Mr. House won't be a problem. He's been disconnected from his system. Anything? Okay, nothing
Good.
new.
Report. Is Mr. House...
No, he's not. I disconnected him.
But he's still alive? I'll have to remember to send someone to follow up on that later. Anyway, at least he's out of the picture for the time being. You might be happy to know that your efforts haven't gone unnoticed either.
Oh?
The brass have been throwing around the idea of having the president visit the dam for a while now, to rally the troops and boost morale and such. With our recent achievements, they finally feel secure enough to stage the damn thing. But while it's being planned, I have one last mission for you.
Okay.
Several years ago, we managed to wrest the Helios 1 solar power station from the Brotherhood of Steel chapter local to this area. It was a crushing victory, but no one's heard a peep from the Brotherhood since. Most people assume the Brotherhood is scattered and not a threat. Recently, we've had scouts go missing in an area west of Helios, and I'm concerned that the Brotherhood is involved. I want you to find them, and once you do, finish them for good. Any questions?
Well, is there no peaceful way to resolve this?
No. Just because you secured the aid of the Khans, assuming they don't try to kill us, don't think the Brotherhood will be so easily swayed. These are people that both hate us and outgun us. There can be no compromise. Anything else?
Really? How do you expect me to destroy an entire Brotherhood chapter? I thought the Brotherhood were all wiped out at Helios 1. How could they have survived?
After the battle, we consolidated our hold on the plant before pursuing our enemies. It was a mistake, to be sure, but there wasn't really any place for them to go. When we finally gave chase, however, they had simply vanished. Some of our people think they had some means of conveyance, like the vertibirds the Enclave used, and hightailed it out of here. I think that they found some place to hide close to Helios, and never went that far at all. Any other questions?
Where should I start looking for them?
As I said, our scouts were some ways west of Helios when they disappeared.
Well, how do you expect me to destroy an entire Brotherhood chapter?
A fair question, and one I've had our strategists think about for some time. Their consensus is that we must focus on the one thing we can count on. With the Brotherhood, that's their obsessive attachment to technology. They'd never go anywhere that didn't have working power. I'm willing to bet that wherever they're hiding, there's a working reactor powering their equipment. That's their vulnerability. Detonate that reactor, and we can safely cross the Brotherhood off our list of concerns. Is there anything else?
No, I guess not.
Dismissed.
Okay.
I need to talk to you about something, if you have a minute.
Sure.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave.
Yeah.
We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people.
Yeah.
Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro.
Well, where did the Enclave go? Because I asked about Navarro last time.
A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here.
So, I wonder, was Arcade's father one of the bad Enclave people? Or was... I would like to know his parents' backstory in the Enclave. But what happened to Navarro?
After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel.
Where are you going with all this?
The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar.
Do you want them to help the NCR?
That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam. So militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas.
Well, that's not going to happen this time around. But say no more. I'm in. I'll do it.
Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the remnants. I don't think I can convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along. I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
You're welcome. And we have his quest again. So for Auld Lang Syne. So we're gonna run around and collect all of the remnants for a little remnant reunion meeting. But this time I don't want him to join the fight because he didn't join the fight. There was another option where he could go be of service, I think like in Freeside. So I think that may be where I send him. Okay, so there was somebody all the way down here in Novac. Oh, that was Daisy, the pilot. Oh, Novac. It seems so long ago when I first came here. I mean, it was a long time ago. Months and months ago. Wakey wakey time, Ms. Whitman.
Hey there.
Hi.
Your travels been going all right?
Arcade asked me to find you. I'm reuniting the remnants, and they need your piloting skills.
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
How did you like flying vertibirds for the Enclave?
I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
I hope so.
Watch yourself.
Oh, wait, he's gonna talk to me. Where is Arcade?
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
Some people can't stop living their glory days. Let's try it, because I think last time I did the first one.
Not much glory in the Enclave. Most of her old comrades are long gone. I know life as a salvager can't compare to being a vertibird pilot, but at least it's a life. That has to count for something.
Yeah. Okay, radio. Let's see if there's anything going on.
You know, I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst into flames. If you like news, you're gonna love our next segment. Listeners have been unable to pick up radio broadcasts from Black Mountain recently. Most are calling the static, quote, a welcome improvement. In addition, scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. Those are our stories for this hour. This is Mr. New Vegas signing off. Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere. My love for you is too strong.
Well, the Black Mountain Radio doesn't work anymore. It hasn't worked for a while, Mr. New Vegas, but I am going to take the opportunity to pause things here today. But in tomorrow's video, we will continue to work on Arcade's quest, making some alternate choices and see where it takes us, and then as usual, go from there. So as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Fallout New Vegas video.